the patience, the wish, the creation, and the faith within. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance. Success, adventure, abundance, luxury, peace. Hi, and welcome to Pure Guidance. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our Aries forecast for the month of May 2019, as well as the Taurus season. And for this Aries, I have already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled all the decks I'll be using today. I'm going to go ahead and put the top two aside. We'll come back to it towards the end of the reading. Okay, for now, let's begin. So for those of you new to the channel, welcome. How this works is I simply let the cards fall into place and then we talk about the different messages coming across. Okay, first three cards out we have here: the Death card, the Lovers card, and the Seven of Cups. Interesting. So the Death card is a card of transformation. It's a card of, birth, rebirth, regeneration. And I feel as though that now that we're making our way from the Aries season into this beautiful, the Taurus season that we're entering, it's going to feel as though you are starting something new. Okay? Focusing on yourself, focusing on your vision, focusing on the seeds that you have planted. But what is important here is that you got to let go of the past, whatever this may be. For some of you, you're looking at something new. This is perhaps a new romance. You are, planting the seeds, the right seeds that are required of you right now, and you're able to blossom into something brand new. Okay, the Death card is it's a card where you're being asked to let go of a toxic situation, something that no longer serves you, or canceling out the patterns that are not working well for you. It's time to plant the new seed and then watch the tree grow. Not glow, but yeah, sure, it can glow. Sure. The Lovers card and the Seven of Cups. I feel as though for many of you, this might have to do with relationships. The Lovers card many times does indicate a soulmate relationship, a twin flame relationship. You may meet someone. You may start something brand new. You might meet a business partner. They feel like the perfect partner. This is about partnerships. They feel perfect. The Seven of Cups is like a wish come true. And this is right now, this trial phase between you and the other. Okay, that's how it looks like. It's more so about learning and connecting with this new person, this new company, whatever might be the case for you. It's about testing the grounds and the foundation of it. The Seven of Cups indicates a little bit of a dreamy energy. So it's good. It's like this honeymoon phase perhaps you may be going through. There are some of you perhaps who are dealing with a Scorpio or a Gemini, depends, because both these cards represent each of those accordingly. And if that's the case, this is just like the testing ground. Okay, right now you're just kind of testing where you're at, getting to know them, getting to know yourself and the situation, whatever your mind is focusing on right now. It's just that time period where you're getting to know people and yourself a little bit better. The next few cards that we have here is the Chariot. Notice how you have a lot of major arcana already in your reading. So it's going to be a significant month, but it's about testing the waters right now. Going a little bit slow. Don't get too ahead of yourself right now. It's not really going to be worth it. But go with the flow. Go and see how things are progressing, because they will be. The Chariot card is here, along with the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Swords. It feels like this is like a trial and error phase for you, Aries. Okay? You are learning new things, starting something new. There is progress indicated by the Chariot card. You're able to overcome perhaps a past struggle. This can indicate sometimes, that red color and the darkness in the Death card can indicate, for example, a past difficult time you may have gone through. But now is the time to focus on a more warming future up ahead for you. The warmth, the growth that is present here. There is this potential that's here, which will make you feel as though you're all the more connected to whatever you're working on or whoever you are working with. Okay? The Chariot card, I feel as though, is indicating for you that by the time the Cancerian season comes up for us, which is around July, you might actually see the rewards of the seeds that you've planted. You'll see that tree growing by that time. So it will happen sooner than later. It won't actually take years to see that this is making a difference, but you'll see it by the time July arrives for you. Things will be all the more structured and focused. This is more so about committing to something long term, I'm getting with the cards. And it's not like an immediate goal, it's a long-term goal that this energy is focusing on. How will you be able to deal with this? How is it going to be? Like I mentioned, it looks like trial and error. You're learning, you're growing through all this. The Eight of Cups and Seven of Swords is indicating that there might be a period of time where things are going to be emotional. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this is your energy. It might be whom you're dealing with, okay? Who is feeling a little bit emotional about whatever they're dealing with, okay? Or how they're approaching you. Seven of Swords is indicating that there is some sort of holding back. Is there truth that either you or the other party might be holding back? Like, not all the pieces, not all the cards are on the table, you can say. Something is being held back. Some piece of, it's vital information that is being held back, that is causing this state of emotions that you may have to deal with. Like I said, this might not be your energy, but it's whom you're dealing with. So it's something to be, I guess, mindful about, knowing, your opponent in a way, or partner, whatever this might be for you. It's a general reading, right? It's a general reading, can be applied to your sun, moon, and rising. So we want to keep that in mind as we take in this information that's present here. Seven of Swords is interesting. It's kind of like, I really don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with the emotions. I want structure. I want my ducks in a row. And if you're going to give me all these emotions, I'm going to turn my back at you and walk away. It's kind of giving that storyline to the reading here for you, Aries, which is interesting. Like, you want to be very directed and focused, and if it's too dreamy, it doesn't feel like the waters are stable enough for your ship to sail, right? It's kind of what the reading's indicating. However, can this be successful? Will it be successful? Well, let's see. We have here the Ten of Swords, which is complementing the Death card in the background. And we have here the King of Pentacles. You're closing something, Aries. This month, you're closing something, leaving something behind. And like I mentioned, it might be even a lifestyle for you, like a life that you wish to change up. Perhaps you are changing your routine, your day-to-day routine. Could even be the choices you're making on a day-to-day level. It could be about what you're eating, who you're going out with. It could be how you're approaching your co-workers, for instance. Something along those lines where you are making changes and they are significant. It is impacting you at every level. I do want to say that perhaps around the full moon, 18th of May, we have a full moon, 27 degrees of Scorpio. There's a huge focus on Scorpio here as well, I feel, or at least the element water. You might be dealing with a water sign. And if that's the case, then... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, you might see some changes along the way. May will be an interesting month because you get to know each other a little bit well. And by the time the Gemini season kicks in, because that card does represent the zodiac sign of Gemini, it's going to change things up a little bit. There's a completion to something indicated by the Ten of Swords, and that's why by the time we get to the Cancerian season, things are exactly where you want them to be. You're on stable grounds by then, which is interesting because you would expect May to be that month for you, but it feels like it's a little bit up ahead in the future. King of Pentacles indicating you finding yourself on solid ground. You have your pentacle with you, so the structure that you are maybe seeking for, wanting, stabilizing things because they're a little bit turned over. They're like topsy-turvy, you can say. King of Pentacles is indicating by the end of all this, by the end of everything, once you make your way through the Ten of Swords, which is kind of like a journey, it's letting your ship sail And once you do, you take off and you do find yourself in this place, which is very stable and sturdy. But what's important right now is allowing yourself to go through this trial and error phase, which is how May will feel with whomever you're dealing with, whatever you're dealing with. It'll at least help get the facts straight. So let's go ahead, take a look at what's under the deck for you, Aries. We have here the Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. The Tower card. I feel like these cards right here, so something might happen which will spark your imagination. This is under the deck, which means that it feels like someone might say something to you. Queen of Swords, the Tower card, which will be like a surprise. It'll be kind of out of nowhere. You didn't really expect it in a way, but once it arrives into your life, your subconscious mind picks it up as a spark that it kind of settles the rough waters, you can say. It calms the situation in a way as to provide it with a little bit more love, a little bit more joy, a little bit more satisfaction. That's what the Page of Cups is doing in your reading here for you. It's the first card under the deck, so there's more so focus on this. So whatever's being said to you, this person is clearly being very vocal about it. Could be an air sign even for some of you. But whoever it is, they're just really there to voice their opinion. They want to be heard. And it might, to them, really feel like this is catastrophic because the Tower card is here. But like I mentioned, the energy that was picked up here and here, these cards are indicating that it could be someone else's, who you're dealing with, kind of a situation. But yeah, like you get to learn, you get to grow. So hopefully this is something welcomed. The Magician card is here, Three of Swords is here, as well as the Moon card. Wow, you had all three water signs come up in your reading. Interesting. The Moon card represents Pisces. Also taking us back to the full moon that I mentioned. So something might really come to completion by the time that full moon happens, and you'll have a deeper understanding of the situation by then as well. But on your way there, it's going to feel like more so back and forth kind of a situation going on. Now, the Magician, the Three of Swords, and the Moon card again indicates that whoever you're dealing with is struggling with this. Okay? So we want to be a bit mindful about that. Do you have the winning cards on your table? Absolutely. The Magician is indicating that you have whatever it takes to gain success and to arrive at a decision. The last card we're going to see here is the King of the King of Wands, which is indicating your fiery energy to be able to arrive at a decision, arrive and know that you are in the right place and that you do have the winning cards. So no matter what happens, you will feel resourceful, hopefully, in the month of May. The Magician indicates that whatever you're needing, perhaps it's money that you need to have to invest in a project or whatever it might be, then you're going to be able to find it. You're going to be able to get the loan passed, for instance, or get some money from a source that is trustworthy. When it comes to love, the cup on the table here is indicating that it will be given to you. The support is there for you. The sword is also on the table, indicating that you're able to think straight during this time, as difficult or rough it might get. You know what you're doing, which is great. It's good to know that you have things under control, even though the outer circumstances don't necessarily showcase that, but you do, you know. And that's good. That's really good. Let's go ahead and find out a little bit more about the message that's coming across, kind of give the reading a summary, okay? We're using the Enchanted Map Oracle cards for this. Two cards. Okay. One thing to note, like I mentioned, some of you might be dealing with a twin flame soulmate relationship where the other person just isn't doing too great. So if they perhaps require your time, that's a possibility in the month of May. All right, so we have here the wishing well and unexpected visitors. Okay, so interesting. A lot of time is being spent on whatever you're focused on. That's what the wishing well card is perhaps indicating. You know what you want, right? You know what you want, you know what you're trying to work towards, but there's also this unexpected kind of arrival that's happening with the unexpected visitors card, number 41, 48, just saying unexpected visitors, also taking us right back to the Tower. It's taking us right back to whatever's incoming in your reading. There might be quite a few people coming into your reading, into your life as displayed by the reading. So it's unexpected, but hopefully it will be welcomed and hopefully it will only aid the situation. Okay? So each of these cards in the deck come with quotes and a description. I feel like reading out the quote for you as it might help give some more clarity. So let's start with the wishing well. It says here, desire is the sacred impulse for life. Feel it, but let go of all attachment to ownership. So when things get a little bit difficult, letting go of attachment is the best way to deal with the situation, is what this card is recommending. And then we have unexpected visitors. And the quote that goes with this card is, if you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles. So things look better and brighter, like I mentioned, along the way, probably closer to the Cancerian season. So expect the unexpected. That's good. Let's take a look at the Magical Times Empowerment cards, Aries. I like that, your birthday month was more so about, there was a lot of good things indicated in your reading, right? So hopefully it has given you the refreshing energy that you may be needing to really deal with whatever is coming in next. Okay, it's gonna be a lot on the table. We have a lot of movement. For example, we have Venus in Aries, so it's in your sign squaring with Saturn in Capricorn, 7th of May. And then the following day we have Mercury in Taurus in conjunction with Uranus in Taurus. When these planets interact in this way, it does cause a little bit of a storm, like the Tower card, internally, and clearly it's happening externally as well in your reading. So we want to be prepared for that, right? You might even get offers of partnership, it appears. So that's probably what this initial part of the reading is about. Partnership could be in love, could be in business. It really just depends. And having said that, like I said, it's like the trial phase right now. But hopefully things will smooth out by the end, right? So let's go ahead and read the card out. It says on the bottom, learn to grow with others. Overcome obstacles by working together. Touch each other's hearts while life lasts. It's a beautiful card. Notice the color purple. I encourage you, if you try to work on your energies and so on, if you know about chakras, then the third eye chakra is probably the best approach. Even the throat chakra, I would recommend that for you just because of what we saw earlier in the reading. So the throat chakra, the third eye chakra is a good investment of your time and energy, I would say. It'll help open up that space and make it easier to handle whatever is incoming. All right, so partnership, Aries. Let's read the affirmations out. Today, I remember that good relationships don't just happen, but are a work in progress. They take time and patience and people that truly want to be together. I will face my problems, large or small, with courage, and I will tell the truth. Right now, I will love myself, and in doing so, I will gain the strength to love others. Okay? So a little bit of healing work can also go a long way. Giving yourself the time, space, and energy to grow, to rest, then it makes it easier to tackle any situation that arrives. And with that, Aries, this brings us to an end to your reading. If you have any particular questions, because this was a general reading, you can always get a personal reading as well. All right, go ahead, check out my website at impureguidance.com. I offer a lot of different services there, perhaps even something such as past life regression might be of use to you just because of what we're seeing here, especially if you're dealing with a twin flame relationship perhaps. It might be useful. There are also other options as well. I even offer a twin flame reading if you're interested and you want to know a little bit more about what's happening, what happened in the past, what's up in the future. It can definitely be useful. Okay, if you have questions, reach out to me, email me. I'll be more than happy to send you a quick reply if you can decide what will work best for you. So yeah, there we have it, Aries. I wish you all the very best. And as always, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I will see you in the next video. Beauty, passion, ambition, love. I am pure guidance, success, adventure, abundance.